Hey, have you ever wondered why when you have the thought of moving your arm actually moves? You probably haven't, have you? So here's why. Basically, that message is transmitted through to your arm through something called a synapse. So you have a whole load of something called neurons in your body, and they're cells that are bridged by a gap. That gap is called the synapse. So a message that you send from your brain is an electrical signal which moves down one neuron. When it gets to the end, it causes the release of something called neurotransmitters. So these are little chemical particles that are released into the gap between both neurons and attach onto the second neuron. When this happens, those neurotransmitters, the little particles that were released, go into what's called receptors. They bind with those receptors on the second neuron. That then creates an electrical signal which then runs through that second neuron, and the process is repeated until the message is transmitted all the way to your arm, at which point your arm goes up. So that's how it works. What happens when drugs come in is that they come in as those little chemical signals artificially from outside. So instead of being released by the first neuron, they're going to come in from the outside, attach onto the second neuron, and make that second neuron believe that the message is being transmitted to it. So as of that point, the chemicals attached to the second neuron create the electrical signal, and that message is sent up to your brain. So this is why when you take drugs, you can get things like hallucinations, feel a certain way artificially instead of having natural stimuli. So that's how drugs work. If you've got any questions about this, our teachers are there to help, and they know a lot more about it than I do, so ask them.